Yes. So, as of our previous session, we were making our way back towards the town. We are just sort of reaching the outskirts or the limits of the city wall with Gwendolyn forging ahead of the rest of the group with Mortimer trailing behind.
Please. Wait, we're almost there. Can't we just take a small break?
No, we'll take a break in there, okay?
Suck it
Get
up,
to the
Morty.
fucking
It'll
end
be
and
fine.
yeah.
We've been walking for 2 days straight, it feels like.
It was like an hour tops.
It has been 2 days.
Yeah, but like we stopped an hour ago.
What's it sound you think when we walk up with, I mean, not to make any, negatory comments, he says, looking at Gwendolyn. But, I mean, you're clearly like... I'm going like Shaggy with that voice. Hold on. You're clearly like an undead.
Yeah, but I mean it's not like there's any
And I'll hide if you want me to.
that sounds like putting the problem at a later date rather than tackling it right now.
Yes, I just feel like maybe we shouldn't walk into the castle with a ghost of its previous monarch. Perhaps.
Oh, we could... I know what we could do. We could put a leash on her and hand the leash to Nova, and then they would know that it's, she's with us.
Nova punches Mortimer in the throat.
Yeah, I think that was deserved. Yeah, I would have done the same. That makes sense. Yeah. Now you know the importance of thinking before talking now.
But you'd probably like it, so no leash for you.
Yeah, sadly.
Oh my god, look, there's a giant dragon attacking number 3, the shipyard!
Number 3? Like you put numbers on them? That's a weird shit.
Oh, it's disappeared. How...
Did I concuss you?
I think you did.
Can I concuss you? Is a crazy thing to ask.
Oh, did I?
Did she? And I think the answer is yes.
I feel like it was like that before. I don't see any difference.
So, what precisely do you want to do? I don't really want to be burned at the stake or bathed in holy water.
I mean, there's no risk for that. We don't have enough money to do a holy water bath.
That's good to know. Thank you, Baldwin.
Yeah.
We're not coming back with Mortimer, so maybe I think the cloak might be enough to not draw so much suspicion on our way into town.
Oh, you mean... No, not Mortimer.
I mean, yeah. Archie. Mortimer's still with us, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, I really think that's a shame that we lost the most important member of our team and we still have Mortimer left. But yeah, we'll make do with it, I guess.
He's good at telling people what to do, I'll give him that.
Yeah, I'm sure he uses it very wisely.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Well,
Fine, then I shall put on a cloak if you have one spare, and then we'll deal with the problem later.
yeah, I mean, there's. Does she look really dead, or is it like is it possible to like camouflage it?
She can pass off as living. She's just really pale. So as long
Yeah.
as somebody doesn't sort of like,
Check the pulse or anything like that.
check her pulse or, stab her and then realize that she doesn't bleed, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, we can.
Yes, yes.
Maybe they might notice her face.
Yeah, isn't she like a well-known figure in the town?
Yes, she is.
Hood up. Hood up. Yes.
Oh, fine.
Look at him go. That reminds me to go those days. Well, I guess we should probably get going before the old man actually dies, before we get to see him.
Yeah. Let's get a move on.
You're not going to attack him or anything, he says, looking at Gwendolyn.
Why would I attack him?
I don't know.
Your version of King Canaan.
I'm
Not
better
me.
than my old self.
That's I'm gonna inside check that.
Sure.
Observation
speed,
Grab.
Yeah.
No. No, she seems fine.
See? That was another part of me, but it is no longer there. I'm not interested in his death, and I'm not interested in this island.
Can we stop for some water first, though? The watch was really long.
Look, all the water! Points at the sea. Go on, drink your fill.
That won't work, and you know it.
Probably will. You got quite a sweet tongue, so probably the salt's gonna help.
Oh my. Thinking about my tongue like this? He gets closer to Baldwin.
I will kill you.
You brought that one upon yourself.
Yeah, I did. I usually do.
But just one question. Who shall I say I am then, if you don't want people to know that I'm back? If people do ask.
Well, I was thinking.
You should say Rose.
No, that's the worst thing you could possibly say. That is the single worst scenario.
That one.
Well, why would that be? Why
I
would that
don't
be
know.
wrong? He looks
No.
directly at Nova to explain.
I don't know, maybe Jorb. Sounds like a fitting name for like
That's
anybody. What? You think Jorb's a shit name?
Yes,
I knew a Jorb
George's
once.
a shit
He's a
name.
great guy.
For a woman.
I mean, that sounds like a societal problem more than a problem with the name, really.
Oh, you want to get into society now?
Oh, please, no. I don't need to know how things have changed in the 35 years since I've been gone.
I just think gender norms are stupid, is all I'm saying. Sue me, okay? Yeah, you guys pick a name, alright?
That after we tell them we've saved the island from the scourge of the undead, there'll be some sort of celebration of some sort, or announcement, which seems like it might be a good time to announce the miraculous, magical rebirth of Lady Gwendolyn.
Well, sure, but she's asking what name to give her now. Yes, and Mortimer will look at you with a big smug smile as you respond to him.
So Jorb is shit, but Bob is okay, is what I'm saying.
Who suggested Bob?
Isn't it what she just said?
How about we just call you Petal?
I'm just going to pull...
That would
I
make
think
sense.
Petal will work. We can just call you Petal.
Yes, I suppose. Let's get going then.
Yeah, let's go.
He has that big smug smile. He'll fall directly behind Lucy.
So, leaning against sort of like the inside of the gate with the portcullis hanging above them, there is Sergeant Brothwin, who's currently taking a long drag of a cigarette and then sort of like taps it with his index finger to get the ash away and let it fall down to the ground. As he sort of lets the smoke flow out from his lips, he'll hang his hand by his side. Are you back triumphant, or are you back with your tail between your legs?
Yeah, we got everything, Sarge. Let's just head back to the big guy.
Yes, quite triumphant. We ended up closing the rift as well.
And we lost some along the way, too.
Huh. I'm sure they'll turn up at some point, either alive or dead, so you'll get some closure, huh?
That seems to be a trend around here, yes. But we solved what we believe to be the primary issue.
Well, you know your way to the keep. No need for me to take you there.
Quite right.
I guess they just start leaving.
One thing before you do head off, if you're interested in it, I've got a job for it. It's not necessarily something that the Lord needs to be involved in, if you get my drift.
How interesting.
Oh, no, it's not a crime. It's just something that you don't need to know about, that's all.
Well, either way, I'm interested.
Alright, and he kind of like, he comes around to like the outside of the gate, so like away from anybody that might be passing by from the inside of the town. And then sort of like leads you maybe sort of like a few feet away from the entranceway as well, so that you're just on the other side of the wall. There have been spotted some people from the landing on boats on the beach just north of here. Yeah. It's now my reckoning that they're probably some individuals from Real Star. And what I'd like you to do, if you possibly can, is go and just sort of like pretend that you're going up there for a picnic or a fishing trip or something. And then if they turn out to be who I think they are, well, then you can get rid of them if they've got any untoward aspirations towards our fair town. If the Lord knows about it and he sends you there knowingly and that gets out, well, then this could turn into a whole, political problem. Where, yeah, precisely. Whereas if it's just, adventurers or people having a little bit of dispute and swords are drawn and magic goes flying, well, then the victor writes the story, don't they?
Is Gwendolyn with us as this is happening? He will gently place a hand on her to like hold her back.
You can feel that she's like tensed her like muscles a little bit, and she's like angled her body ever so slightly to move northward.
Yes.
And northeast towards the
but
coast.
I think we have we need to report back, of course, he sa's, kind of looking at Gwendolyn
don't
as
worry
he's saying
about
it and like trying to like gently hold her.
All they've been seen doing is making camp on the beach a couple of times these past few days. Don't look like they're gonna head out this way. But if you want more information, talk to Mox at the market. Blue feathered Drakari. He's the one that's been spotting them up there recently.
Understood. Thank you.
No problem. If you choose not to do anything, I understand. Might have better things to do, but if you do fix it for me in one way or the other, well, I got a couple of heirlooms that I'm not going to see the use of, that I think might benefit you.
What kind?
Magical heirlooms, you know. I've got a pair of magical braces that kind of send out spectral fists to attack people. And then I got a cloak as well that can make you fly for a little bit.
It could be useful for scraps, yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't really, go for those bracelets. I don't think that's, He looks nervously at him.
Oh, I've got a couple of things confiscated from people over the years, and I've just never really found a chance to use them. Kind of prohibited from using them due to a bylaw in the town. So, need to be given to somebody that will have them. And no one else around here is rich enough to buy them, so...
Please hold on to those bracers for me.
Oh, it's, it's just kind of stipulates how much force and we're allowed to use against people. I suppose so.
Sounds like a very weird way to put it.
Or that is kind of proportional force is kind of the letter of the land, and these items don't really scream proportional force. Anyway, that's not you can fix that when you're lords of the land.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, then away you go.
And they walk off to the castle.
And away we go indeed.
Yes. Page turn PowerPoint animation.
Ooh, fancy.
Just clicker. Just a clicker.
I feel like you crossed quite a distance with a blink. Probably very fast as well.
So, before we enter into this space, before we go to the Bastion, keep, are we taking Gwendolyn with us?
Yeah, I think so. We gotta let
Inside.
the Lord know, right? She says she wouldn't kill him, so yeah, we trust her. Totally trust her. Nothing bad will happen.
Yeah. Probably should make sure that no one of the actual people working at the castle catch too many glances at her though. Try to do it stealthily.
Yeah, kind of Secret Service, she's in the middle,
Yeah.
and we're all kind of what
Yeah.
person in the center here? What?
Because if there's one type of person that's gonna gossip is the housemates.
Less concerned about the servants hiding out, and more concerned about giving the Lord an artifact.
When he's already so frail.
Yeah. I mean, he's gonna die anyway.
But, let's not have
All
it
right,
be
that's what we just.
us.
Okay, so you're just gonna have them in the middle and just walk with pace and
Yep.
purpose. All right.
Fair.
Okay. So, the servant staff don't really pay you any attention, nor do the guards. They sort of just open the doors for you. The servant staff seem to be bustling around preparing something. You sort of hear somebody just offhandedly before the door closes, kind of screaming at another person, but they don't have enough time to prepare, that they should have been given warning about this weeks ago.
Oh, interesting.
Any Rose spotted?
Yes, Rose is
Oh,
spotted.
he waves.
She waves back, a little bit confused.
Yeah, definitely concussed.
Oh, guys, still think that there's a chance of getting out alive if we manage to get with her. Well,
As the door creaks open to the Lord's study, you can see that he's smoking on a pipe. He's got a book in his lap and he's just turning the pages lazily as he reads. Welcome back. I didn't. Well,
You didn't expect us
mind,
to
welcome
live
back.
throughout the encounter?
Well, considering that I have sent so many others, to go that way,
Wait, you said we had a vision of us succeeding. What do you mean?
Well, I had a vision of others succeeding before as well.
Oh shit. Well, that makes kind of sense. I didn't know why you would think I would be succeeding in this.
We do have one vital piece of information to tell you. Well, a couple,
yes?
but like.
Yes,
one we
take a
should
seat.
start
Take a
with.
seat.
Yeah, you might also
Mhm.
want to take a seat.
I think it's already
I'm
seated.
sitting.
Emotionally.
Like brace yourself. Emotionally, brace yourself.
Yes. So you'll see him like sit up. He puts his pipe on the table in front of him. He sort of, like puts his hands over his knees. And then just looks at you all expectantly. Yes. What's the news?
So there.
Do you know what a revenant is?
And at that, Gwendolyn will take the hood off.
Gwendolyn.
Hello, dear husband. It is nice to see you. You've aged wonderfully.
Surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So about the inheritance.
Sorry, Mortimer, what
And
was
thus
that?
the love rifle is born.
What?
Don't listen to him.
What are you even saying?
Right. Well then it seemed,
So yeah.
If,
Listen,
Gwendolyn, if I had known that that you were there, then trust me, I would have done so much more.
Speechcraft.
Fine. He's telling the truth. I know, dear husband, that you would have done everything that you could have to make things right. But unfortunately, you didn't. I don't hold that against you. There are others that are at fault, are to be blamed.
yeah. The important. Okay. Well, the
I,
secondary important part. She's a revenant, obsessed with
Yes.
revenge. Gonna be an issue.
No,
Yeah,
her enemies are our enemies, of course. Anyone that would attempt to attack the island and its residents, that would make them our enemies. Especially once we take over, he says, looking at Thara like, hey, that was the deal, man.
Especially given that her death was orchestrated to be on purpose.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, we know who our enemies are. We just have to figure out a way to get better without actively going against them yet. Because, no
Please,
offense, but the land is kind of a problematic state right now.
Yes, that is for certain. But please, Gwynny, please sit down next to me.
Just very intensely, like, ooh,
Yeah.
where's she gonna choose? He's gonna look at the empty seat that he just
Okay.
manifested next to Nova.
Oh my god.
She like looks like left and right like a dog undecided about which owner to go to.
You're talking about a woman like a dog? How
you know
dare
what I'm
you?
saying. She, like,
What do you mean, owner?
It was a simile, all right. It was.
Sure it was. Sure it was.
She looks left and right for a moment and then decides to take a seat in between them both.
Oh, because they were actually on the same sofa, but on opposite sides.
No. It's like the sofa between them that runs
Well, that's
perpendicular.
cheating now,
to
isn't it,
the-
dear?
to
Hey, Mortimer, have you tried, like, knocking it off?
Knocking what off?
I.
Your fucking mouth.
We haven't
okay,
signed the off
okay,
button on
everybody,
this one
please.
yet.
There is just Gwendolyn, are there things that you feel like you need to do, unfinished business that is keeping you here? Do you want a body? Do you want me to
Whoa.
sell?
Whoa.
Do you want me to sell the fortunes that I have here? Anything that I can do to try and bring you back, but just know that you would be coming back to, and if you wanted to, you'd be oh, this is all so terribly awkward.
Well,
That was a bad idea.
you should bring Catherine Matharazia here. I think that would
Yes.
help her achieve her goal.
Nope. Nope. We're not
No.
killing no nobles yet. We aren't even a fucking seaside village. We're not gonna start a war with an empire.
Well, it's not our fault. Our island is well known for having undead crawling over it. If she were to, be attacked
No,
by
no,
an
no,
undead,
no.
it's unfortunate. He's looking at Gwendolyn to see if she's
Listen.
agreeing with this.
No, Mortimer.
Many boats go disappearing at sea.
Look, Mortimer, you don't understand. They don't need a reason to fucking send an army twice the size of our island here. Let's not give him one. You don't care. You barely know how to hold a sword, but
Guys, let's just remember the last time Real Star came here, so many people died.
yeah, exactly. So how about we try to put this place back into shape before thinking about, I don't know, murdering anyone yet?
Suggested we build a wall around the island and make Real Star pay for it.
No, we start trade for money and resources.
We do complicated political maneuverings that allow us to orchestrate the death of this woman and not cause.
What do you think I'm trying to do right now?
That things!
You're
Poison
trying
is
to
not
do
political
is-
I didn't
maneuvers.
say poisoning her. Clearly,
Safety
Gwendolyn is
three.
going to strangle her to death.
Everyone, quiet. There are definitely things that need to be attended to, but the main thing is that in whatever state I have my wife back, the woman that I loved for so many years. It doesn't matter what state they're in now or what they feel is their own person. I am just glad to see her face again. He just smiles warmly at her. She looks a bit uncomfortable. We will, as promised, the governance of this place will be handed over to you once it can be verified by notaries from the Valku autocracy. They are the ones that technically have the most rightful claim to the island if I was to perish.
Well, I think the Real Star Coalition would disagree with that. We should have representatives from them also to oversee it. And perhaps a certain Catherine
No.
Matharazia could be one of those representatives.
No, why do you want to cause trouble as soon as we don't even have anything here yet?
They will be invited, but it is doubtful that they will come, especially if they learn of Gwendolyn's reoccurrence. But they will be offered the gesture.
Then
Yeah.
we should keep Gwendolyn.
It is once this place is yours, and in the days before it is yours, it is your duty to ensure that the longevity of this people persists. Not plunge them into a war or a clash that you are unprepared for.
Thank you. Thank you for making sense.
You're welcome, but once I am dead and gone, there is little I can do to stop you.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Turns to the fucking hothead.
It will be up to the collective of you to do as you need to.
Yeah.
So your suggestion then is to hide Gwendolyn. Hide her away.
I can have the dignitaries here in a few days. Once that is done and confirmed, I will announce my departure from the island, and I will go traveling with Gwendolyn if she wants it. Or would you prefer to stay here?
Question.
Yeah.
If you go traveling with her, will the inevitable chaos she causes be tied to us?
And the blame will be put on me. Will it not? I'll be the one that, I'll be the old codgery, fool, the one that was losing his sanity due to age, that decided to resurrect his wife, and she went crazy.
I mean, it's a good story.
But that is only if Gwendolyn chooses to do so, which is something that I can offer. We can spend some time together, for we have lost so much.
Alright.
I am sorry, but I don't know what I want at this moment. Need a few days to think on it. I didn't know how he would respond to everything. Part of me expected you to die of a heart attack upon seeing me again. And, well, we have had a vastly different set of experiences these past 3.5 decades. You can hear a drill in the background.
Is your dad still repairing stuff?
Yes.
He was doing that yesterday. Oh dear.
Well,
But the notion does sound intriguing, and I would definitely give it some thought. But I had hoped that maybe I could claim some revenge or some knowledge from this Catherine before I made a choice on whether to stay or leave.
Perhaps we should tell you why Gwendolyn wishes to have Catherine's blood.
I can surmise Catherine was the one that gave her the necklace, was she not?
That shocks Mortimer. He's gonna say, and you knew about the necklace? How?
Well, I knew the necklace was a gift. There was a big show of it the last time they arrived here. And then, lo and behold, days later, our estate was attacked, and it stands to reason that it was some kind of ploy.
You're either much more smart. You are very astute with that. You didn't think to possibly go get that necklace, then?
the necklace was in the hold of the ghost. How could he
Yes,
get it?
but if he knew the necklace was a problem, why didn't he tell us before we
not know.
left that there was a problem?
I did not know that the necklace was a problem. All I knew that the necklace was enchanted. It was supposed to be enchanted with a protective charm. And from our determinations, it was done in that way. Considering she was wearing it when she died, stands to reason that it played some part in this.
Some part.
Yeah, it was like a revenant spell.
Kind of the whole part.
Well then.
Well, I guess it's a whole lot of things we'll have to figure out and part with time. Do you have like a map of the island laying around with
Yes, yes, yes. I can.
major
I think we have
resorts?
a map of the island
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, but can you mark me the largest, like the main resource deposit? I think I'm gonna plan supply routes. Have some free time.
An ore deposit.
Yeah, resources. I think we have ore, as you said. Might be some wood as well with the forest. I have to think of ways to improve the city well,
Well, there's an old mine that was abandoned because it was deemed too dangerous to continue digging out the ore, but that was decades ago. Maybe now with new processes, it can be explored again, but that would be to the south of us by a day, and then the entirety of the island is inundated with enough forests that you could start some lumber mills as much as you need them to.
yeah, that sounds good. Well, I'll put some thoughts into the mines. Thank you very much for the information. Well, I guess we know that emissaries are gonna be on the way. Do you have any other things matter to talk about, friends? And Mortimer?
Oh, we closed the rift that was there as well.
Yeah.
I see. Yes, and that was part of the stipulation that you would wait. Was that not meant to be prescribed between here and Telstar in the ocean?
What?
No, maybe I am misremembering. But I was certain that it wasn't prescribed to be appearing. Wait. No, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There was a new report. There's one just off of the the eastern coast of Telstar. I'm getting confused. Sorry.
A big one?
Well, apparently it's been in the ocean now for a day, and they don't know exactly where it is. And well, depending on how many fathoms below the surface it is, well, then may take some people some time to reach it.
Yeah.
So it is something that you should know that there is a rift on our the western border, somewhere deep in the ocean, that will at any point unleash something.
I have a question. More so for Baldwin than but also for yourself, Lord. Baldwin, you wish to establish trade, correct? You say that we should do this before Gwendolyn can get her revenge.
Yeah.
We only have, as far as I'm aware, the one ship, captained by Captain Harmon.
Yes, we have.
And he's retiring soon.
The thing is, if we have more goods to provide, ships will come without us having to mandate them. We just have to
How
get
do you
started.
expect to spread
and-
word with one ship? Yes, we may have the goods. How do you expect to tell the world that we have these magical goods that everyone will want?
Trade treaties are done between politicians, not with the clients. We can strike a few deals, like with basic resources or finer craftsmanship based on the talent we have on site. Provide appropriate advantages for craftsmen to attract them here, and then based on who we retain, we might have a solid base to start expanding the trade business.
A very lofty goal and lofty plans. Years in the making. He kind of looks at Gwendolyn. To build up all of these things would take years, perhaps decades. You expect Gwendolyn to wait this long?
I don't expect nobody to do nothing. I'm just saying what's sensible. Weeks, decade, years, that is an approximation made by a bard who has very limited knowledge on trades and resources, if I'm not wrong.
But I know how fast
As-
word and spreads.
Yeah, you do. But I doubt your word spread have the same quality as those backed by facts.
You'd be mistaken.
When it comes down to it, I'm not fully. I haven't spent a lot of time with revenants, so I'm not 100% certain how much I don't want to say free will, but kind of free will they have when it comes to revenge desires. I mean, like, is it like an itch or like a pounding headache that never goes away?
It's just like a slight urge. I would say that it's definitely built since I've been freed from the shackles of the other version of myself. I would say that I have definitely felt that drive a lot more than I did previously.
I mean, we don't even have to wait until we properly engage in large-scale trading. The first step is even just making things for us, because I doubt we have enough weaponry to arm even a small army. We don't have enough men either. I don't think the training is gonna be top-notch, so just have something, because now we're close to nothing. We don't even have a proper church, for God's sake.
If it becomes prevalent that I am going to aggressively to anybody that I used to be friends with, or anybody that has just undeniably should be considered my ally, then I will let, I suppose, or understand that there will be some recourse to those actions. I'm not expecting anybody to wait or allow me to go killing individuals for a decade while I await my opportunity for revenge. I just want to know why. And if I can know why, well, then that maybe will give me some reprieve from all of this anger.
That sounds agreeable. That seems agreeable to me.
I guess this might be an important time to ask this, because I wasn't 100% clear on this before, but I kind of got the impression that this island was like weirdly strategically important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like, other than just where it is there like another reason for that?
Well, the currents of the ocean flow around this island in a way that allows easier ship travel. Our coastal waters are easier to traverse for certain scales of ships as opposed to traveling further out away from this land, and we're effectively right on the cusp of the border between the autocracy and the coalition. So if somebody wants to control shipping lanes, well then they can do so from here, or they can station a large enough naval force that they can harry as many places and island communities as they wish to.
Yeah.
Oh, and we are given reprieve from the storms that come in from the west, thanks to the large mountain range that is Telstar. It breaks up the majority of those weather fronts for us.
Yeah. So making this place a good place to stop for ships is actually not a bad idea to foster the local trade. I guess improving the shipyard could be a first step then.
Well, in that case, you're going to need at least more lumber, and as well as tools to do so, which we could only get if the mine is cleared and
Yep.
ready to use again.
Yep, that sounds right. Anyway, I think the mine was clearly a main objective to clear
What's
out
in the mine?
ores.
Wolves.
No,
It's
I
gonna.
mean, what are we clearing it?
Oh, I am unsure. It hasn't been surveyed in about 5 years. The last time that we surveyed it, it was it had ogrins in it.
Yeah. It's haunted by the spirit of a evil king named Osha. There was a lot of regulations.
I'm not sure about that. All I know that ogrins are a sort of a giant kin, sort of relative, but a lot more bestial. Some tend to mistake them for large bears.
Bears.
Yes.
Well, that should be manageable. We have plenty of things to do in the meantime, so I guess waiting for this emissaries aren't gonna be too boring.
Well then, we will keep Rosalind here until that time is that we will announce and effectively hand over stewardship of the island
Rosalind?
here. In the meantime, yes, what?
That's not her
When-
name, sir. Who are you thinking of? Rose, huh?
Gwendolyn, I do have to admit that there are some times where in my old age I do get names mixed up, and Rosalind is an
Dementia.
individual.
It would be
that
different
has,
if you got your names mixed up with someone that wasn't here and wasn't totally a player on the board. You're talking about someone that's walking around these halls, so
His name is not
It's
Rosalind,
plain-
but sure.
explain yourself.
More humanities right now.
Rosalind is a nice old lady that
Huh.
I say old, but I guess she's the same age as myself. That I have grown or fond of these past few weeks, and I forgot to mention to the kitchen staff that I had invited her to dinner, and then I reminded them this morning, and they're quite mad at me right now. And
Well, yes,
Just-
it's like a
gotta
problem
explain
that's
to
none of
you.
my business. Sorry.
Sorry, I understand. I too have taken a shine to somebody in recent days, so I don't hold it against you.
Is it gonna be like a four-person situation? I mean, respect, those youngsters can pull it off real fine, but no, it was none of that back in my days.
I will keep out of your way while you have your guest over. and I'm sure these fine people will do so as well. And then we can discuss matters at a later time. But if you're going to have this person over soon, well, you should ensure that you get ready, and I'll take the West Wing.
Where's my room? Thanks.
Oh. I remember what's in your room.
What
Yes,
wing is
perhaps
my
you
room?
should take Gwendolyn there. You know, show her around, Nova.
I don't
I think your rooms are on the West
Yeah.
Wing as well.
Why don't we
Going
take you, Gwendolyn?
around
That's
her.
where all of our rooms are.
Yeah, no, I won't show you mine. I don't think you're gonna need to know where it is.
By all means, then let's you can show me what you've done with the place, or what my husband here has done with the place. Enjoy your date.
So late.
Yeah.
So late.
Did anybody else catch that? 'Cause I caught that immediately, and I was like, "Wait, what?"
I did, but I didn't know if it was intentional or not, so I didn't pick it up.
Sick.
Just assume it's always intentional. If it's not, I'll tell you it wasn't.
What do we call it? It's not the love triangle. It's the love
Yeah.
squangle. What?
The
Quadrangle. There we go. Yeah,
love
the love
square.
quadrangle.
In
No,
square,
that's-
it's red.
Not the quadrangle,
Yeah, the love
no.
quadrangle.
No, Joker, no. Not a quadrangle.
The love quangle.
Quangle? That sounds like a fucking character from The Simpsons.
Oh dear, I'm gonna have to make some sort of like romance RPG after this one.
We need to get our hands out somewhere, man.
Make a dispatch type game.
Or on High School Host Club.
For this.
Yeah. Well, I think that went better than expected, don't you?
Considering. Yeah. Best case scenario.
I'm retreating to my room. I want to get out of this situation.
I would like to gesture for Gwendolyn to just step aside from the group for just a second. I would
She's
like
sort of like just walking around, sort of like looking at the paintings and tugging at some of it, commenting on the sort of like the
You should probably put your hood back up. Head
Oh,
hole.
yes.
Quote, air quotes.
Go ahead, Lucy.
Listen, I realize that we've only known each other for like 5 minutes, but the moment you decide you want to have a full conversation about whatever the heck is going on between you and Nova, your husband, and this lady he's having a date with, yes. I'll get wine. It'll be amazing. Listen, I haven't talked to my sister in like 6 months. I need this.
What?
Is Ryan dead? Ryan might be dead.
He's dead!
Oh, okay.
And you were talking to Gwendolyn about this, not Mortimer, right?
Mortimer's totally
clarifying,
listening in if
because-
he could,
yeah,
but I don't think he can.
Yeah, Mortimer's totally listening in. Yeah, just wanted to clarify. Okay. I think that would be splendid, although you'll have to drink for the both of us.
I could do that.
Give me a day or two, and then we can. Is there a term that you use for gossip nowadays?
Younglings.
Gotta give her the cheese man.
What?
The cheese man.
He's there. It's gossip for Hispanic people.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Alright then. I'll take this room. And she points at the room at the end of the hall, away from everybody else's. Just as far away from everybody else's as possible. You can see that the rooms at the end of the hall have already been taken.
You should at least know which room is ours, he says, desperately trying to get her to go to Nova's room.
Oh yes, of course, in case I need
Yes,
any
yes,
of you.
of course.
Yeah, you won't need me. Slams the door.
Show me your room.
Oh, mine? Of course. And he'll open his door and just be like, yep, very simple. Only been here for like, I don't even know if I spent the night here. I think I spent it in the tavern. You know, the cuddle,
you
there
did.
is a cuddle pile every first Sunday, just so you know.
And you're banned.
I am not banned.
Yup, banned.
No, no.
Who do you think invented it?
Oh, my hero, he says, looking at her.
Oh no, not me. I'm sorry, you misunderstand.
Oh.
I was asking you a question.
Oh, he kind of taps his chin thoughtfully. Not sure. Probably a Felidari if I had to wager, I guess.
That's a bit presumptuous of you.
One with cold hands.
Wait till later, my friend. Well, yes, this is my room. And yeah, I think down the hall there is Nova's room.
Uh-huh. I'm saving that one for
Okay.
last. Petal.
Petal? No,
yours?
you're Petal.
Loose. I am so sorry. That one. That one was a slip of mine.
Everybody.
That was a slip of the tongue there.
That was a sneaky mistake.
Sorry. Yeah. Lucy, which one's yours? We can go through this. And just. And then she will see where Nova's room is. Take a quick peek inside, nod, and then
The
just go
fucking
into
doll
her room.
inside.
Person.
I kind of
Fucking
I kinda
crazy
put my head
doll
at
on
it
the
like-
bed.
maybe this isn't my room. I don't.
It's
I
not
don't
mine.
remember.
It's not mine, I swear.
Did someone leave you a gift, Nova?
Gift? I don't know.
Oh, it would seem you have
Like
an anonymous
misplaced item.
suitor, Nova.
I didn't talk to anybody while I was here.
That doesn't mean that they didn't take a shine to you.
Looks like our dear Petal here may have some competition. And he is going to be looking at Lucy to see if she's interested.
Lucy's like,
This thing is kind of creepy.
the moment she sees Mortimer, she's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
Well then, I'm going to rest and maybe write down some names of individuals that I think should be questioned about their involvement with Catherine. In the meantime, you can go about your days. I'll stay here and hidden as much as I possibly can, pretending to be Petal. And if you need me, you can find me here in the keep.
Okay. Is everyone going to
Or
bed?
there are some
No,
things
but
that we can talk
didn't you have some?
about in private.
No, but didn't you have some questions for her? He's gonna nudge her to her.
Nova's kind of thick. She's like, no, I don't think so.
No. I think you totally had. Or maybe it was the other way around. Gwendolyn, did you have questions for Nova?
Not at the moment,
Oh
no.
gosh. He looks defeated.
When you're the wingman, but there's no other wing.
Well, in any case, have a good day, all of you. Maybe I'll see you this evening.
Maybe not. I'll probably spend the night at the tavern, but you know, we'll see.
Nova, I imagine you would want to have dinner at some point.
Yeah, I'm kind of starving.
Oh, good idea. Keep it on. Maybe you can find her suit.
Somebody talked about dinner? Sorry, got kind of an instinct for these things.
Yes, Baldwin, you're having dinner with me at the inn.
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
Nice
I'm
food
going
there.
to the inn.
Oh yeah, another good place then.
Well then, if none of you want to go to the inn, if you can empty the kitchen for me, I can cook.
Damn. No, I get it. Looks at Nova. Yeah, I get it. Now, yeah, now I do. It was like the one thing missing, yeah, but now, yeah. Never mind, yeah.
Yeah.
That
Nova,
makes sense.
Why don't you go empty the kitchen and maybe hang out and guard it while she cooks?
Oh no, you should wait for husband's state dinner to be ready
Yeah.
first.
Oh yeah, that shit.
We can have ours after.
Not like I
Feels
have
like
anything better
weird
to
tension
do.
in the air, like.
I'm going to take a nap.
Well, if you hear a knock at your door, perhaps it will be your unnamed suitor.
You don't answer knocks in the middle of the night are usually bad news.
Yeah,
they can
people
shy.
who usually knock and wake me up from my naps tend to come out with missing limbs.
That makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down. How to be abused by Nova. Wake her up.
Yeah. Ew.
Oh, we hear the grumbles in the background again.
Lucy's already
Alright.
hungry, damn.
Yeah. Okay. So with that, what we'll say here is just a break for 10 minutes, so until 5 past, and then we'll continue on from that point. Sort of you can go around town asking questions about sort of like what's been seen on the beach, about the mine, research what an Ogrund is.
Yeah, and don't we have
and then
to-
decide. what way we need to
Yeah,
go.
isn't there a fake picnic that we need to have?
It's like for
Yes.
the beach. It's like,
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
to, like,
the-
to give you reason for
Okay.
being there. Yeah.
I gotta tell you, Mortimer's probably not gonna be very helpful. He's just gonna be too busy causing drama.
as usual.
What else is new?
Yeah, as usual.
There is a potential that he does come across something that is really bad, but I don't think that is gonna be this world. But we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Ominous.
Alright.
Okay, see you guys in 10 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, see you
Be
guys in
back
10
in 10. I'm
minutes.
gonna get a drink.
Yeah.
You can still hear them in the background. Do you have food?
No,
criminals. Ah, yeah. Facts.
I'm really getting to play with that. Jumped on my desk on my blind side. Cat. You wanted on the other side of the laptop. I moved the laptop. Now you won't go over there. Why are you doing that?
The cat. Yeah. The one being proficient. Being assholes.
I think he gets like special treatment. He's the cat.
Then he's right. It's because no parents love all their child equally. But children, sorry. English is shit. Their child. Getting dumber by the day. I didn't know it was possible, but it is. Apparently.
I am back. Hello. Alright. I am torn between doing the funny thing or doing the possible more serious thing.
Do what you want. Just don't start a war.
I don't think either one starts a war, but the funny one is really funny.
Don't think. That's not certain enough. Not thinking.
Well, let me rephrase
It's
it.
not
I don't think
valid.
either of what he would do would start a war between a major power and our major, and like the island. It might start a war.
Oh yeah, you do whatever you want. Yeah, do whatever you want. I have no interest in those love affairs.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's been done a long time ago.
Oh, the love affair. So good. Drama. Yes. Give it to me.
Stop sniffing it. You got petals all over your nostrils. And I'm not talking about the fake identity of Gwendolyn. You definitely don't have Gwendolyn all over your nostrils.
That's reserved for Nova. Sorry.
Yeah. No. Oh god. I'm not gonna say this. Restraint.
That's right. Craig's
Restraint.
listening. Craig's listening. Stop. Stop. Stop.
Can't make a twin.
Not a quadrangle.
A Quinn tangle. Or a Gwyn tangle.
You mean the
A
pentagon?
Gwyn tangle.
Please don't. I'm physically injured by all the wrongness. Because he wants to. How dare you wish for him not to bite you? The audacity.
What audacity?
No, it's a bad software.
Oh.
Nice.
What's up there?
Audacity.
Audacity.
Oh, that audacity. Right, okay.
Yeah. Definitely know what we're
Definitely
talking
not.
about. I mean,
Oh, okay.
I pulled it off.
Wow, yeah, real smooth, you know?
Yeah. I've always been categorized as smooth.
Hmm.
Literally. Not rugged.
Okay.
What can I say? Can't grow a beard.
Hmm. Alright, okay. So, now that we've maybe taken a power nap or, you know, got a bite to eat, you know, for brunch on this day, the board has been told that his wife is technically still around on the material plane. And, you know, just on the day that he was about to have a date with another person.
How convenient.
Yeah,
of them.
convenient. Yeah, how convenient for him. We now know that it's going to be about 4 or 5 days, but then a dignitary that will come over and officiate the sort of like the handing over of then the deed to the island to yourselves will be done then. So you have some time. You know that Real Star Coalition soldiers have been apparently spotted upon the beaches to the northeast of town, and that there is a mine about a day away that is currently defunct, which could potentially open up once more to provide you all with the materials needed to start sort of jump-starting the refurbishment process, the revitalization of this island. So, what do we want to do?
Let's split up, guys.
Yeah, we can do that, sure.
I have a couple of ideas of what I want to do, but I think Mortimer has a very precise plan.
I do. But it.
Okay, what is your precise
Well, first
plan,
of all,
my friend?
he is going to confer with Lucy and be like, "You should keep an eye on Nova. See if her hidden suitor comes and pays a visit now that she's back. If she's going to talk to him."
What you do?
What? I'm merely suggesting that you should see if her suitor, her anonymous suitor comes by.
You really want her to know that. What you do?
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Lucy. I really don't. But you are my partner in discovering these love triangles. I figured you'd be interested. And you should watch that instead. But don't interrupt them. And I guess then make sure that whoever is going to come, who may ever come by, doesn't interrupt that either. What? Oh, well, I think he's gone now. He was with us for a while, and then he disappeared. And I got to say, I am relieved, because he did remind... Well, never mind.
It's not spread the tea.
Yeah. I think you're talking about.
No, she's talking about
the bucket.
Oh, she is? Okay. Oh, well... I suppose you could do that, and I could keep watch here, then. He smiles at that. I'll give you a hint. He's got a plan for both. I will say the funnier one is if you stay here. The more serious one is if you go. So you can choose what's your poison.
Poison is an accurate word.
All right, I'll stay here then.
Baldwyn just passes by. Get out of the way! Damn it!
He grabs his bat behind. Did you just pinch my ass while you walked by? I can't believe it.
I have no forces in my finger to pinch. I got gauntlets.
That's why it hurts so much.
I shouldn't just loiter around the way now, should you?
We're just talking. And they were doing that thing where they were talking in the middle of the hallway. I bet that they're those kind of people.
All right, great. So Nova is going to help Gwendolyn gossip about people she knew 30 years ago.
Yep.
All right, great.
Lucy's gonna go talk to the bird and the dragon.
Yes.
Mortimer's gonna
yes.
watch her leave, wait a second, and see if she comes back.
Yes. She does not.
And he's gonna go find Rose.
Oh no. Lynn, where are you going, bud?
What?
What are you doing?
I think he's going back to that kind of the school where the teacher was at
Yes.
to kind of investigate about the mind and what we can learn about the species that resided there last time was heard of.
Okay.
Kind of gathering basic information to the girl that's at the school. I think this was a teacher.
Yeah, headmistress Evelyn.
Oh, headmistress. Okay. Yep. Yep. Going there then.
All right. Okay. Headmistress Evelyn. He just got attacked by a cat.
Of course.
All right. First off, we will do or we'll get Mortimer over and done with.
Gotta put him down.
Yeah, we're gonna work our way down like through the island.
Mortimer
Alright,
knows how to
Mortimer.
work his way down.
Oh, help him.
Yeah, so he's gonna find her alone.
Yes. Okay. Oh, well,
Oh, no.
You can find her alone for a brief moment where she's taking sort of like dirty dishes into like a side kitchen to be soaked. Like she's like dunking a bunch of like pots with burn so like charred material on the inside of them into hot soapy water. So like bubbles dance around her face. What are you doing?
Hello, Rose. So nice to see you. You're actually just the person I was looking for.
Well, considering you followed me, I suppose that's
Accurate.
something. What can I help
Oh,
with?
well, I was just wondering about things on the island. You being the head maid and all, I figured you'd be the best person to ask.
What specifically? Though?
Well, I assume you've heard lots of things about what's the going-ons around the castle and maybe the rumors going on and inside the town as well.
Few. None that I think would help you, though.
Oh, well, any information is always helpful to have, especially for, while we're going to be taking over. We want to know if there's anything that could be possibly dangerous or could impact the island of any matter. And he's watching her very carefully, but he has a big smile on his face. Well,
Sorry. She's just gonna like tell you a bunch of like random stuff about sort of like handymen that didn't do a job properly, and they're refusing to fix the work when people are complaining about it, and like the guard won't do anything because technically they did the job, even if it isn't to the person's satisfaction. It's like not within their repertoire to deal with that. She'll talk about how apparently Mox is apparently feeding something, in a tidal cave nearby, or at least that's what the kids keep saying when they follow him. When he goes out to hunt for a flotsam that flushes in from the water, from the sea. She'll mention that the Lord is and seemingly become, quite desperate not to die alone. It even started talking to a woman called Rosalind, who he shirked about 20 years ago.
Very juicy. He's going.
And that, as far as she knew, Rosalind was always, a little bit angry about the whole situation, but they seem to have reconciled, and she thinks it's kind of sweet.
Okay. I'm gonna write that down for later. But he's as she's kind of talking, he's kind of watching her carefully. He wants. I would like to do a speechcraft check to see if she's just telling him just random nonsense that really doesn't pertain to anything that's useful, and she's like actually actively hiding things and trying to bore him essentially by giving him a bunch of.
Yeah, you can use majesty or observation.
All right.
She's just given you as much as she has. She doesn't really understand what you would find interesting or helpful.
Okay.
She'll also sort of mention that there is apparently someone that's operating out of the Still Swill, the inn, that has been selling sort of banned substances.
Still Swill Inn.
Because people keep finding, the Still Swill, the inn.
Selling illegal.
According to her, yeah.
Okay, and he'll
There are people there getting their hands on the stuff.
he'll nod at all that. Oh, that is very interesting, especially that place with Rosalind and the inn. But I'm afraid I think there's one rumor that I really was hoping you might address, and he's going to get a much more serious look on his face. There's rumors that you were the one that was going to be taking over this island. What is... would you like to explain about that?
That's something you'd have to talk to Lord Forerun about. I can't really talk about that.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But you're saying that the rumors were true.
Shit, I suppose so. For a time they were, yes, but I refused. I didn't want to.
Oh, he's gonna speechcraft that.
I like my life as it is. Yeah, it's fine. She's telling the truth.
He's gonna ponder that for a second, and like that serious look on his face is gonna go away. He's gonna get a big smile again. It's like, oh, excellent then. Then that's all. I just really was concerned about that, and someone who is trying to, achieve things that maybe they shouldn't, and have aspirations could have been a problem. But if not, then I wish you nothing but happiness, dear.
And I to you.
He smiles and he waves, and he leaves. He just turns around and leaves.
All right.
Yep, that was the one serious thing. And then he's gonna go to the tavern, but I'll do that later.
Alrighty. Okay. Nova, you're now just stuck sort of next to a woman that is talking about people that you don't know, sort of flitting from one person to another, and you're losing track of the conversation as she sort of goes they did this and then he did this, and you don't have any frame of reference for anything.
Nova just kind of stares and nods when she thinks it's appropriate to nod. Yeah, rumor peddling wasn't really a skill of hers, so she's just kind of okay. The info dumping is Charlie Brown. I'm wah, 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 wah. I'm okay.
Yeah. That's exactly the idea that I was going for. All right. Lucy. Looking out of the bastion, bypassing sort of an old lady in a green dress, sort of like framed with black lace, sort of like over the skirts and sort of like around the neckline as well. Wearing sort of like a set of like very expensive looking pearls. Probably if she was maybe, you know, a couple of decades younger, like she could have been considered that. Now kind of like her cheeks droop and she's got a little bit of a turkey neck. She's got like heavy wrinkles over her eyes. Yeah.
Turkey neck is crazy.
Time has not been nice to her. It gives you like a little bit of like a curt smile, and so it just gives you a very small curtsy that she bypasses by. So she's got a very sort of like greasy haired sort of like butler following behind her, holding up her like the skirts of her dress up so it doesn't trail across the ground. He looks like he's only about maybe 14 at most.
Age is just a number, right?
Oh God, no! This time. Oh dear.
Right, cut that out. Cut that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you die in Art Raiders later.
Oh, later.
Take your loot.
I'm not gonna have much.
So you can walk out of the bastion, you can make your way to the market where a couple of the stalls are. You see sort of like Wesley, this middle-aged human man with sort of dark hair speckled with grey that is sort of wafting away some flies over some dried meat that he has sort of like placed in front of him. He has like furs hanging up from the other sort of like the frame of the stall behind him, and sort of like bones and things as well, for he is a trapper by trade. You then have sort of like next to him, you have this yellow feathered, bright-eyed individual wearing a shirt that's made seemingly out of cotton, that is made in a design that's almost trying to like be a rendition of sort of like chainmail armor, almost sort of like he's made the design himself. That he can't wear the armor, but he's sort of like got a shirt that is made to look like he's wearing it. And in front of him is just a whole bunch of knickknacks. And then off to their side as well is a blue feathered Dracarian that is maybe about 5 feet tall, quite punched over, and around them is a bunch of fish on ice, a string of pearls, and sort of like clams and oysters and things. And then a couple of like small wooden boxes that look sort of like still like the wood is darkened with moisture that hasn't completely dried from it just yet, and they smell like seaweed.
Her eyes immediately laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Try your luck.
He's got great games. That is everything that she wants in her life.
Go for it, girl. Play.
It's cute, random. I love it. She's like, yes. And there's like, no, gotta talk to the right person. He is the actual information.
Hello.
Hi. Someone tell me your name is Max.
Yes, Box.
I'm Lucy.
Hello, Lucy. Nice to meet you.
I was told you heard some rumors about some people
Oh, no, I saw them. Yes. Last time there was, 10.
And are we talking like armor?
Oh, yes, people in armor, yes. Wearing the red and black of Real Star.
Wait, are they coming and going?
Yes, they, you would see the comings and goings, the furrow in the sand of their boat, leading off to their ship. Every so often I would see the sails on the horizon. But there were a couple of times, as the tide was coming back in, where I saw that trail of smoke from their camp, could smell food being cooked, and they seemed to be camping. There were signs, however, that they were going further into the island, but I didn't go too close.
Is there anything from that part of the island that might be showing some interest?
But they keep landing upon the beach is where I normally go to get the best seaweed on island. This very particular strain of seaweed. It goes red and has a slight spice to it.
But like, is there anything on the island? A reason they'd be landing there?
Don't know. I never asked. I didn't stay long to figure out, just in case they used pillows to puncture scales. Yes. But when they left, I did look, and they had sometimes left boxes, and in the boxes there was some small feathers. Bird feathers. Yes. I think I have one. Here you go.
And he'll like take out of one of like the seaweed smelling boxes like a feather that's a little bit damp with moisture, sort of like accumulated from being inside the box. It's silver, and if you brush your finger like along the length of like that cartilage spine, it will sort of like shimmer like oil on water. And so like show you like a scattering of a rainbow hue to it. Yes, that would be either knowledge or survival. Yeah, I don't think so. You don't know what bird it comes from.
Wait.
You got to feel the study that might help here.
Taxidermy? Don't want
No, I mean that would help, sure.
Taxidermy.
You roll again.
You kill birds for a living, you monster. Oof.
Nope. It did not help. Alright.
You want it? Oh, of course, yes. No. I like, fish and clams and shellfish. Not into, poultry. Yes.
like a man with life. So you do
Would you like to, yes, I fish. I find shiny rocks and shells, and I draw the beaches for when things get washed up on the beach. I have some broken gemstones if you want them. Little pieces of sapphire and ruby. Oh, okay, maybe not.
I just need to like make you responsible.
If you were, the Lord forgot about it, you know, after you showed him his dead wife walking around.
How much would, like, wouldn't you say broken gemstones?
Yes. Oh, little pieces. Almost like glitter. Flakes. Ah, sure. Could give you a. I got 2 handfuls of ruby or sapphire, or I have a handful of stuff that I haven't sifted through, so it's a mix. Okay, the funny silver. You are. A neat trick that you can do with these is if you know magic and you cook with this, you can make the food a lot better.
Like, when you say better, are you talking like tastier or like?
Oh, tastier! It can make people feel like they are, confident, healthier, smarter. Oh, no, it's not drugs, it's, magic.
Skooma!
It, can be dangerous. If you do it wrong, well then,
Just crack cocaine.
a weak, constitution, they could die.
Just really crack cocaine.
Sir,
Yes?
I love the fact that that is how you chose to sell that. It's amazing. You waited until after I bought it to be like, okay, this can
Oh, you just wanted it because it was pretty.
It's beautiful. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome. So if you ever need pearls or other things, then know where to find me.
She whips out her little book. She takes down like
Drug deals.
feathery dragon guy, shady as hell.
So it does stand to reason in this version of the setting, because we previously played in 5th edition, this version of the setting, anytime that there is sort of like a magical enchantment that goes on, sort of like incorporating magic into an object or sort of like a potion, things like this, there is like some form of gemstone that has been infused with magical energy that's part of that process.
No, it's magic crack.
If you want to be, if you want to label it that way, then absolutely. So, if you make, like, for instance, a magical weapon, you would need some form of sort of gemstone that has then had magic channeled into it as part of that process. Sort of like any enchantments that are placed on building, structures, locations will have gemstones sort of like fastened into or around that area. And they are constantly sort of like they will drain of energy, and they kind of like use like batteries to empower sort of like a more permanent magic throughout the land. So, like, when you are given these flakes, yes, when you are given this sort of like ruby sapphire flake mix, you can tell that there is magic in them. So, like, whatever gemstone that they came from, or gemstones that they came from, were already previously infused with magic before they were broken and shaped down.
That means there's probably valuable ore nearby.
Suddenly, Baldwin snaps his eyes towards.
Yeah, or there might be somewhere, you know, like out there on the seabed, there might be a whole crate full of like, you know, magical gemstones just waiting for someone to find.
Water breathing potions! Now!
Yeah. How many weeks do you want grid searching the ocean, Baldwin?
15? Only 15?
Only 15. Okay, great. Yeah, sorry, but you're gonna have to roleplay those 15 weeks, 1 week at a time.
I'm completely fine!
Alright, Lucy. Going over to Felix now?
Look, she wants to move in. She's
Uh-huh.
going to hurry across to Leslie
Uh-huh.
and just silver feather in his face. You know what this is?
Well, I sure do, yeah, well... What's it worth to you?
You do a bunch of trade on the island. You go out, you make your living selling stuff to people on this island.
Well, I suppose so, yeah.
In roughly 4 days, this is my island.
What, you gonna kill the Lord in 4 days? I'll just call the guard and let them know.
No, I'm legally getting control of this island.
Well, then, even if you are, that's,
And
No,
then my
well,
job
you're
is
threatening me, then.
to encourage trade on this island.
Hmm?
And I just entered into talks about how to encourage trade on this island.
So, what you're telling me then is that if I wait for 4 days for you to then become Lord of the Island, that I could ask for more from you to give you the information of what this feather comes from.
What I'm saying is, if you don't tell me what the stupid feather comes from, then I think maybe this island needs new blood.
God damn.
Ruthless.
What's to stop me from right now going to the guard and telling them that you're blackmailing me?
I look at him and I just flip to like the biggest, widest smile, biggest old cat eyes. You would accuse me of blackmail in front of these guards? Who just found out that I helped save this island from the undead curse?
You want to make a beechcraft check for me there?
What? A beechcraft check?
A beechcraft check.
Appropriate, but wow.
You got this. I believe in you. Mortimer's rubbing off on you. Mortimer's rubbing off on you. Let's go. Come on.
What do you mean rubbing off?
What do you mean?
Oh,
That was a totally innocent statement.
I I said what I said.
The song, Lucy. Oh dear.
Is that what the
All
song,
right.
or is that just? Okay, I'll just all of you.
All right, just
Come on, come on.
and then just it's from the-
Wow.
Look, I'll still tell you, but I want at least 2 silver for the information.
Just because you're spitting. It's really fitting. Oh god, look at this girl, man. I feel bad.
Hey, do me a favor. And I say this
Yeah?
as if he's actually going to be involved in this. Just remind me next time to make sure I get paid, like, would ya?
All right, I'll be sure to let you remind you to do that.
Barely knows her. Yeah, whatever you want, give me the money now,
What,
please.
2 silver? All right, then that comes from an Ulamad.
And that is...
Oh, it's a silver bird. Do you know what a pheasant is?
Yeah.
All right, well, it's kind of like that. Except they're a bit bigger. They're maybe about the size of a, let's say, a German, not a German Shepherd. What the fuck am I saying?
What's Germany?
Yeah, like an Arastian Shepherd.
What is that, Ryan? I don't know what it is.
Their feathers can be used for making some special arrows. And well, that's about it, really.
So they're not like how special is the buckets? Like,
Well, it depends how many feathers you're able to get, but the more feathers that you're able to place upon the fletching of one of these arrows is, yeah.
Is steel heavier than these feathers, by the
The
way?
more- oh,
Is steel
that?
heavier than these feathers, by the way?
I don't get it. But
I don't
Oh,
get
yeah.
it either.
Steel heavier than feathers? Kilogram of steel is heavier than that.
oh yeah, yeah.
Well, the more feathers that you're able to put on one of your arrows, the more harm that it'll be able to do. If these feathers travel too fast and then come to a sudden stop, they kind of, let's say, explode.
Damn.
Well, it's why the Ulamad are pretty hard to catch, because if you get one running and then you cause it to stop suddenly, well, then you're dealing with a whole bird that's about to explode. The local wildlife has learned not to deal, to attack them in any way. Well, the bird is fine, it's cushioned from the explosion. It kind of flushes outwards from it.
very confused about how that was invented.
Oh yeah, it's not going to defend itself by spraying itself all over the forest, but
But these aren't special enough with coach for them.
depends what you're after and how many you're able to catch, I suppose. I mean, if you're able to, nearby, not so much. In the northern parts of the island, for sure. Don't really like people.
Considering they decided to explode, you go too close to them. Because
And I suppose if you want an approximation of it, you get maybe a dozen of these feathers, and it's about the same force as a stick of dynamite.
When Max opened up his box,
Yeah.
the feathers, did I see, is it like a box full of feathers?
No, it's just the one. Yeah, he's not just gonna randomly like unleash a bomb in the city. He falls over, he drops his box, you know, and it's just a mushroom cloud.
Yeah, just that. Everybody died. End of campaign.
Yeah, it's just like rolling a D100 every day to see if he trips up.
And that's when we learned that they weren't actually native to the land. The Railstock Coalition just put him there so people can suicide themselves with that.
Any other questions?
You know the wildlife.
Yeah. Algrind?
Yes. The creatures in the mine.
I don't know too much about him, to be honest. I haven't really dealt with him. I tend to travel north. There's more land there to scour. And going south, we kind of meet the beach a little bit too quickly for my liking. The only thing I know is that they can mimic the sounds of a bear. People mistake them for bears, you know, in the gloom of the forest, but then they can act with the intelligence of a man dependent on how recently they've eaten. That's all I know.
Weird.
If they've got a full belly, then you're going to be dealing with things that are potentially a lot smarter than you. No offense, but it's just the way of them.
It'd be handy if you just got smarter.
Yeah. Good thing is, though, they get apparently lazy, you know, just like us with a full belly.
Smart. That's dangerous. Smart, lazy people. Real quick sneeze.
No one's really seen any for the past couple of years, so. Or at least none of those sightings have been confirmed. Everyone said, you know, there's a bear. There's a couple of bears on the island, but never say for certain if it's an Ogrand or not.
Good to know. You seem useful.
Does that mean I get to stay on the island? When you become the ladyship, if so?
The whole threatening thing. I really forgot to ask the Lord maybe thing I just did.
It's understandable that you wanted to save a little bit of coin, but next time, don't go pissing me off. You start backing up this stuff.
I make the process. Release the bird. And I need you to tell me what Felix's voice sounds like.
Well, while I figure that out, we're gonna give Baldwyn some time.
Well, I love stories for another day, I guess. Yep.
So you're heading to the library slash school building, right? Is like a
Yep.
couple of kids are now bursting through the doorways, or like they run past you, like knocking into you ever so slightly. Sort of like this little.
They're basically my size too. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Just be careful. Where's the headmistress? Would you know?
She's in. Before we tell you, can you tell us what the last thing you killed was?
Oh, we sure. Do you know? It was like a large thing with 4 legs, a long neck, and tendrils that swipe and pierce.
Just basically describes the mount of the anti-paladin.
And we vanquished it. We vanquished it hard, and we made sure everything was safe.
Is it you?
What do you say?
Did it hurt you?
Yeah, it did. It did hurt my friend as well. But at the end of the day, we all survived.
Aren't adventurers meant to bring back the heads of the things they killed?
Well, we didn't do it for the credits. We did it because it was right.
You just forgot, didn't you?
Yeah. I got a bunch of heads, but I don't carry the materials with me. Well, you go play, okay?
Do you have a name for your group? Because when we play, we like to pretend to be famous adventurers.
Oh yeah, name. Yeah. Well, I guess we'll come up with a name soon enough. That's usually a very easy and streamlined process.
All right then.
Don't worry.
And they start arguing. Like, no, I'm gonna be Dryce Duskwing. No, I want to be Dryce. No, you can be Ebrafil.
Jeez, I feel like that's gonna be a problem finding out a name with Mortimer. Probably gonna want his name in the name.
And then they start like pretending to cast spells at one another in the street.
Testicular toy.
Wow!
You are breathing.
3 a.m. doom scroll.
All right, yeah, the headmistress office. I forgot about that.
She's currently packing up the classroom, wiping away chalk from the board. Using sort of like the gestures of like her one hand to like cause books to flutter up from the desks and slot back into the shelf. Yes. May I
Yeah.
help you?
Yeah. I'm sorry if I catch you in a moment of busyness, but I had a couple of questions to ask you. I know you're very cultured and you know a lot of things that I recognize I lack in the knowledge section and plenty of subject.
Yes, it's fine. This is actually a moment of peace for me since the children are now out for the day. I can actually get back to what I normally do.
Oh, and what is that, if I may ask?
I came here initially on a research project. I'm using this place, this library, as an unfettered access to a variety of books that I would normally have to contend with other scholars for. I was trying to figure out some way of maybe contacting dead deities. And I know there are other scholars doing the same research, but, well, my original project was, I guess, removed from the funding allocation of the university after Kelfinor's death. So if I can figure out how to talk to Kelfinor, maybe I can get my proper project back on, which, well, I can't really discuss that at the moment. Contracts and everything.
Contracts? With
Yes.
who?
I have a contract with the Council of Aria Harbor over in Orias, where I used to work with the Collegium Arcana. And, well, if I tell you what the contract pertains to, what I was researching, there will be quite literally hell to pay. Very
Yes.
secret.
I understand. As just a kind of background, does Speak with Dead exist in the world, or is it just
That is a sort of like potent like magic, which is typically found only on sort of like limited use artifacts.
I
It
see.
is not something that people can do day to day like you can in other games.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure because I kind
Yes.
of put a setting in that.
Mhm.
Well, that's surely quite a big project you have there. I suppose it's tough to progress in that sort of large schemes.
Well, the kids offer some distraction to the constant hurdles of research, but there are a lot of books here that most people would have a hard time finding.
Really? Oh,
Yes, this library is well stocked.
that's good because I was kind of struggling to find positives about this town. But yeah, my questions. Sorry. There is a mine apparently that was left unused for quite some time. Nearby, I think it was further south. And it is said to be inhabited by Ogrins, something like that.
Ogrund, yes.
Yeah. Would you happen to know anything about those?
Well, I have a little bit of information, yes. They were typically, and she like starts like rifling her finger over like a shelf. She leaves out of this like room that they use as a classroom, and then goes into the greater library where it like separates into sort of like a wing to the east and a wing to the west, where there are bookshelves sort of lining the wall and sort of like housed underneath sort of what can be considered almost sort of like a balcony of another level with stairs leading to each one, sort of like at multiple areas. There are then a couple of like writing desks that are sat in the windows that face towards the ocean as well. So everything is like sat towards almost like the back of the building. And then in the very sort of like the center and the very end of the building, there is a spiral staircase that goes up to what you can probably assume to be sort of like her quarters. For sort of like the markings on the banister, sort of like the paint and the varnish is fairly worn over that, sort of like considerably so, like showing that there is constant moving up and down there. She goes to the east wing, goes to sort of like the very far end, sort of like right in the corner, picks out a book, puts it on the writing desk to her, sort of like waits for you to get close to her as you're following.
Yep.
Yes, here we are. Ogrund. There used to be a form of sort of a demon-constructed beast. Demons would come along, they would feed their flesh, their blood, to beasts of all kinds, typically bears, and then they would enchant them to hold that within them, and then they become corrupted eventually. Enough so that then they would be used as almost sort of fodder for sending off to battle. Eventually, however, due to the nature of the transformation, some of these Ogren were able to escape their captors and then just start to populate places as people mistaken them for typical bears while they were in their hibernative state. And then they've just flowed to numerous islands. What happens typically is that if they are starving, they will become rabid beasts with little to disseminate them from a regular mammal, an ursine. But if they eat a lot, they will then be granted intelligence, which could be considered abnormally high in regards to your typical humanoid.
I see.
But they do become lazy, as one does when their belly is full.
Yeah, I get it.
You can take this book if you want. It goes through the entire history of them. May offer you some insights and some detailing of hunts as well. Just make sure to bring it back undamaged. And if it does come back damaged, or there's a splotch on one of the pages, one of them is dog-eared, or you've crumpled the spine or damaged the binding, well then you will have to pay for a replacement.
Yes, of course.
Which will be 12 gold.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, thank you very much for your help. It's very much appreciated. I have to admit, I am kind of reassured to see that there are more, let's say, research-oriented minds here. Let's just say I have plans for this place that involves a bit more brains than bronze. I feel like you will fit just fine.
If you ever need any help, then I am here to offer advice outside of lesson time.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to teach a class, you can do so as well. Do you have any knowledge you think that should be shared to the new generation?
Well, I wouldn't think myself too prideful, but I know my way around craftsman's school. So if there's any things on that, I would gladly help.
Well, I don't normally do any teaching in that matter, but I do think that they do deserve a well-rounded education where they learn some practical skills as well as theoretical. So if you ever have an extended period of time where you find yourself here, then absolutely.
Perfect. And it'll leave you some time on the side to dedicate yourself a bit more to your personal project. Well, that was a great pleasure talking to you, my good lady. I'm gonna get going on those mines affair. Good day, and I'll probably see you around.
If you do ever find more information when you hunt these creatures down, if they do exist there, whatever you find, please, write down your findings.
Oh, yeah, I will. You can... It's going towards the exit.
Yes.
Shit, I really shouldn't mess with that book. More than a whole life expenses for a whole month. Yeah.
Alrighty, great. So you can go away with that book, go to the inn, go back to the keep, whatever you wish. And Lucy, I've decided what Felix sounds like. Think.
I can't wait.
Awkward. Lucy's just staring at the bird. The bird's just staring back.
You're not gonna eat me, are you?
Bad experiences with previous customers.
Previous Villadari, yes. He's seen this look before where they have these wide eyes.
Last client who looked like this, I had to kill him myself.
Sorry, what was that, Lucy?
She wipes a tear of joy from her eye. Like, the most precious thing I've ever seen in my life.
I'm not for sale.
Thanks. What did you need?
What do you have I can get for forcing?
Well,
Oh my god, my voice just broke then.
Wow, it's mutating! It's mutating! Shoot it!
the spyglass. I'd sell it for 2 silver. Also have a music box where you can record music into it, and then it plays it back.
And of Mortimer's voice all over again now.
It records up to 5 minutes. I'd sell that for 4 silver.
Yes, please. That sounds so cute. So
No,
that's the first
hand
one.
it to you.
Then he's going to stand literally as long as he is going to sit there and just ask questions.
Great, you can learn about his home life.
The wife has been quite tough on me lately. I think I'm gonna dump her.
On the couch. She says that my voice gets on her nerves.
I think I'm gonna kill her. They'll never find the body.
Do it again, yuck!
Oh no,
I'll do it again. I swear.
he'll tell you that.
Well, I came here to be an adventurer, and I was told that I was not strong enough. So I just decided to stay here and collect things and sell them to people. I can't really go back home because they didn't believe in me.
Oh no.
One day I'm gonna be strong enough to help someone.
You know what you're doing.
What do you mean?
Pushing all the buttons. Right, I'm gonna drop a little bit of trauma in there. Don't let him cook, guys.
Please let go of my face. Okay, well, it was nice talking to you, but I gotta go.
Exchange like a couple of words, and it's just her staring deep into his soul the whole time.
Yes.
Trying desperately not to fall, but falling nonetheless. Evil
bastard.
Hey, you guys open yourselves up to this stuff because I know what you're like, all of you.
So cute.
Oh, can I have the box back for a moment?
Yep.
I just want to erase what's on there already.
I can't help but think it was absolutely obscene. Now, and I.
Gotta clear his search history.
5 minutes of pure dirty talk in this voice.
Hey, little boy, let me whisper in your ear.
NSFW ASMR. Huh?
Find out if the cat can blush.
You have to shave it first.
Okay, I'll just
There you know.
So like the crank on the side, you'll sort of just turn it like anti-clockwise, and then it's all like you'll hear sort of like the scraping noise come from within inside.
Here you go.
He picks up like all of his stuff, and then like in his talons, like feet, he'll like hold it in sort of like a wrapped sort of like almost the cloth that he put over the table. He'll sort of like clatter it all up inside that, and then grip it with his talons, and then just like lift off and flutter away. Like bobbing in the air and scraping it against the ground every so often. He goes home.
Lucy starts developing a 20-step plan to help him achieve all of his dreams.
That is not a healthy relationship.
Alright.
I'm not here. I'm in your head. I'm the angel on your shoulder, but the devil speaks too loud.
As the day passes and we go about our tasks, sort of talking to people, gathering information, trying to figure out when's the best time to interrupt the Lord's date so you can get paid for what you've done previously. Talking gossip, reading a book. Mortimer.
Yes.
I don't. Maybe possibly the others joining you.
Yes, who's going to the inn to sleep? Spend the night at the inn. It's an important question.
Probably going to eat there.
Okay. Yeah, we can say this is during dinner time. Anybody else going?
I think I have a date? Question mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a date.
You do, but she does say, do you like want to go to the tavern?
Are you stupid?
Like, oh, for you.
Not particularly.
Not like, oh, this is after they've eaten.
Oh. I guess.
You want to go for a walk along the beach?
Yes.
I love walking with no purpose in mind.
You want to
Yeah.
go see those real star people on the beach, don't you?
Oh no, not that beach. I mean, just the beach outside. Walk along the harbor.
Yeah, sure.
That was quick. I didn't catch that one.
Yeah, sure, might as well. And I'm sure those three are allergic to keeping out of trouble, so.
Yes. All right. So, like, as you're walking along the harbor, and the others are there, sort of like eating at the inn. I think Mortimer has
I do.
something.
So he's obviously going to be schmoozing it up at the tavern, and then at some point someone's going to ask him
Yes.
about the adventure, and he's like, "Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Actually, I have been inspired recently. Let me serenade you all with a song about our adventure." And he's going to strum a loose, start strumming it really slow. Oh, gather round, ye hearts aflame, for I have found a tale of fame. A wanderer from jungle deep, whose silent step makes shadows weep. A hunter born of moonlight law, with sharpened claw and noble paw. But lo, what curse the stars did send, a chill that bites at every end. He's gonna start going a little bit faster. So great in grace, so fine in cause, yet cursed, oh cursed, with freezing paws. And he's gonna go even more faster. Cold paws, rattling doors, leaving frosty prints on tavern floors. Cold paws, I can't believe you turn warm milk to ice by eve. Cold paws, hiss and frown. You freeze the ale when you sit down. Cold paws, what a flaw! The fearsome cat with a frosty paw. I thought it myth, a legend lost, a feline touched by winter's frost, who prowls the night on icy feet. Each paw step hums a snowbound beat. The torches dim, the air grows still, a paw upon your neck. What a chill! But when you look, no ghostly jaws, just one Felidari with cold paws. Cold paws, don't deny. You frost the mugs as you walk by. Cold paws, hunter proud. You sneeze and make a snow cloud. Cold paws, sharp and sleek. You froze the bard mid-song this week. Cold paws, don't withdraw. You're a legend now, oh frost paw star. I think he's gonna.
I think he's gonna die tonight.
And the next,
And I'm not gonna be here to
the
save
next morning,
him.
Mortimer is found tied up,
And to kill him.
dead, with a suicide note that reads, "And that's why I clawed myself up, then tied myself up, and shot myself in the back of the head 3 times."
Yeah, my blood froze. Yeah.
Yep, and he sings that, and he tries to make it as catchy as possible because he wants this to spread. He wants the gossip to spread, and he specifically said this is about my adventure and companions. And considering there is only one Felidari in the group.
Let's see how wide this is going to spread, how prolific it's going to be. Make a performance check with a song that I'm giving you. So if you've got a song on top of that in any way, then
Fields of study
You
is
can roll with that
music
too.
knowledge, poetry, gossip,
Yes.
and
Yes.
drama. I think this fits all of them.
So that'd be 5 songs then.
If I fail
fucking
this, I am
songs.
going to be so sad.
I
Me
want you
too,
to
man.
finish
Shouldn't.
all of those.
Yeah! Almost a crit.
Okay, so within 2 weeks, there's going to be sort of around the entire western portion of the Isles. You're gonna have to start paying people for copyright infringement soon.
Now, was Lucy there to see that, or was she somewhere else? The question of the ages.
Lucy said, and as the song went in, a entire tray of food, a waitress was walking by with a plate, one of those, she was bringing food to 7 people, the entire thing in your face.
Well, at least it's warm.
Wait. People cheering at the waiters.
Not paying for that.
Yes, drama. Feed me more, yes.
After the tray hits your face, and you can see again after the food, you see Lucy, like, full on, like, sobbing as she runs away.
Aw.
Shit. Well, I can't let her alone, can I? Alright, that's on me. Put it on the tab. Are you happy what you did? Dumbass.
I was inspired.
Yeah, right. Try doing something productive next time.
I'm made for.
That aside from making everybody
I'm
hate
made
you.
for silver. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, if you value money more than your friends, I think I know how you ended up with that kind of life.
Are you telling me not to be
I'm just
inspired?
going out. I just ignore him and just go outside after her.
He's an asshole. He will never apologize either.
Like the barkeep on shift will say like you're probably gonna have to talk to Julian, but you can probably get some kind of like long-term residency if you want it.
That would be wonderful. After all, this is my kind of place, with the bustle of the crowd and the people. I feel like more like one of y'all than being in that stuffy castle.
I want to piss off all of the clientele with your songs, alright?
Ah, of course not. It's only when I am inspired.
You're inspired to piss people off. Oh boy.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Just I was inspired by, the adventure that we had.
Alright, just Julian, the owner, is away on business at the moment, but you can when he's back, in a few days, well then you can have a meeting with him and maybe organize some kind of pay.
Of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've had that ready for a while.
I felt like it.
That's why I was like, hey, there's a funny one that happens if he goes to the end, or there's the more dramatic one. Well, the Rose one was only if, like, she was a spy. And then that would have been bad.
Now, sort of like, as I suppose Gwendolyn and Nova like walking upon the over the harbor, and they sort of like hear the door swing open and the sound of cheering coming from within the tavern. Lucy storming out and moving away, with the Baldwin following after a short while.
Wait for me! I got short legs.
Oh no.
Seems you're maybe needed with your friends.
Yeah, I knew those 3 couldn't be left unsupervised. I'll be back.
It's fine. Yes. I'll see you soon. I'll be in my room.
Okay, you make it back all right?
Yes, I'm just going to watch the moon for a little bit and listen to the waves.
All right. Night.
9.
Run after him.
Whoa, no kiss? Whoa. Mortimer senses, like, something awry outside. He sticks his head out like, hey!
Just breaks the window.
She's looking sort of like, quiet, contemplative, sort of
She's
like,
got a lot
a
of
little
stuff
bit
going on,
introspective
okay?
at the moment.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You just saw her
But she'll
hug.
give your hand a little
Yeah,
squeeze.
but you just saw her hug
Sort
for
of
the
like,
first time in 30
yeah.
years. I don't think it's the time, man.
Mortimer's such a way my hug it guy.
Like, I paid for dinner, I got her roses, like, she didn't even kiss me goodnight.
Terrible.
I sang her a song. I don't know why she took it so personal.
She's such a pygmy.
I told her all about my stock portfolio.
Thinks coins.
Yeah. Oh dear. All right, so it's here that we will end today's session.
Mortimer being a raging
So,
pretzel.
As usual.
So next week we'll be able to we'll make the choice on whether we're going to clear out the mine or track down what these people are doing, sort of like on the beach.
What? Coins
With
saying
these
all those
Ula mud
jokes.
feathers.
Yeah, I think the mine is less urgent than the people on the beach, but it's still a good thing to do because we need some way to stabilize the
We
island.
need to have some goods to trade.
Yeah.
We need a reason for people to come and visit.
I already have the R&D director right there, so
I think if we maybe make the monster parts into something more useful and perhaps sell those. So, well, more useful in a sense that they can't get them from other places.
Yes.
I mean the bird thing is kind of interesting because if we provide these, it's kind of rare good, and it might be tough to sustainably cultivate, but I mean if we put the birds in small enough cages,
Pick up speed.
they won't pick up speed, and I mean what's the happiness of a bird next to profit, right?
Oh, dude.
Mine are free, you know, I prefer
Alright.
mine free range.
I'm
Yeah.
doing that for the economy.
And stop recording.